Hello, my name is Chloe Radloff. I am a current graduate student at Grand Canyon University, and also a seventh grade math teacher. And the purpose of this video today is to just go a brief overview of the IEP process for parents who may be new to it. So, first things first, what is an IEP? Hold on, let me find it. My little thing here. There we go. Sorry. IEP stands for Individualized Education Program. So this is a plan developed specifically for your child based on your child's specific disability needs. And all of that is determined based on an evaluation and to get an evaluation, you need to do a referral. So how do you start the referral process? Say you have concerns about how your child is progressing in school, or perhaps your teacher has concerns, right? Or your child's teacher has concerns. There is a formal request for an evaluation. A parent or teacher may submit the referral. However, consent from the parent, you, is required in order to get that ball rolling on the evaluation for disability. The evaluation process is required to determine to what extent your child needs special education services, if they need special education services at all, and what disability category they fall under. After the evaluation, you have eligibility determination. So this is looking at the data from the evaluation and deciding if and to what extent your child fits one or more of the 13 disability categories and therefore is eligible for special education services, other related services. And then all of this is determined and happens at an IEP meeting. So it's probably going to be the first of many IEP meetings that you will have. And then we already talked a little bit about what an IEP is. But in this meeting, in IEP meetings, you'll go over things like your child's current skill level, and then goals for what skill level we'd like them to get at what pace we would like to get them there, and then progress tracking. So typically quarterly, you will have progress monitoring happening. So progress reports are used to monitor your child's progress towards the achievement goals. Achievement goals are set in these IEP meetings, and they include objective measures. So things that we can objectively measure to see growth or plateau or decline, right? And then the annual review process is legally required that the IEP is reviewed at least once a year. So that'll happen typically sometime at the end of the year or the beginning of the next school year to see, to again, assess the progress and achievement or lack thereof of those goals, and make new goals and discuss services and if they're working or if they need to be changed, etc. Now, what does your involvement look like in all of this as a parent, and your student as well? Parents and students are equal members of the IEP team. The IEP team is not just the teachers and special education teachers and faculty and administration. You are just as important, if not more important than all of them in this process. And you should be included in every step of the way. And that includes communication too. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to speak up if things aren't working or if your child's needs are not being met. It is the teacher's ethical and legal responsibility to uphold what is required in the IEP. So for example, if your student is supposed to be receiving alternative assignments or longer testing time, and you do not feel, or for sure that these things are not being done or the child's needs are not being met, you have a legal and ethical right to stand up for that. And speaking to teachers, it's not just an ethical responsibility, right? Or I should say it's not just a legal responsibility. You are legally required. These IEPs are legal documents, right? That ensure that this child is receiving the services that they need to get the best education that they can and to succeed at the best um, possible standard that they can. Um, but it's also ethically your responsibility to ensure that this child is receiving the services that are required to ensure that they have the best chance at success. So that is just a little brief overview of the IEP and the IEP process. Um, And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or your special education teacher, and we can further clarify things for you.